Get ready to release all the tension in your low back and hips with this gentle restorative Pilates workout. You'll use deep breathing, targeted strengthening, and juicy stretches to help you feel your best. I'm Hannah Wright. We're going to start lying down on our backs, knees hugged into the chest. And you can just take a moment to feel where your knees would like to be. So sometimes it feels good to have them a bit closer together, a little closer, farther away from you. So really find your spot. And then just start to take the knees in some nice juicy circles. You can peek at the screen if you want to see me. Just breathing deeply and gently juicing up the hips here. Nice deep breaths. Let's go the other way. Just getting the body ready for this nice, relaxing workout. Beautiful. Lifting the head up now, squeeze yourself into a little ball and just start to rock and roll on the spine. And don't be in any hurry to get all the way up here. We're just using the floor to give the spine a little gentle massage. Take a couple more rolls to come up to sitting, and then plant your feet in front of you, hands behind the thighs. We're just going to curl back. So starting to warm up the abs here and open up the low back. Pull yourself back up and do use your arms here. It's not cheating. It's actually going to help you get deeper into that active low back stretch. Take this a couple more times on your own. Nice deep breaths. Go one more, lean back. This time we'll hold, so find your lowest comfortable point. Stay here, breathe, maybe reach the arms forward, and then hug the knees. Rest back into the chest. Nice job. Head lifts up now. Keep the knees bent and just start to pump the arms up and down. So we're taking a modified 100 here today. Just focusing on the breath, really using your abs to pull the knees into the chest. Opening the low back up more, and then we'll take legs to the ceiling, legs extend, and then bend the knees back in. So we're going to have taken this mermaid tail motion. We'll do it again, up, out to your lowest level, and then bend the knees right back into the chest. We'll do it one more time. Move your mermaid tail up, reach it out, pull the knees back into the chest. Take one more deep breath, knees stay in. Exhale, hug the knees, and rest your head down. Maybe take the hands interlocked behind the thighs here if you want a deeper stretch in those hips. And then we'll place both hands onto the right shin. Let the left leg go long. Give yourself a juicy stretch here and move that bent knee side to side to find your perfect spot. Really actively extending through the left leg as well. Stretch that right leg up to the ceiling now. And even if you can get it all the way straight, I'd like you to keep it bent today. We're going to bring it across the body, around and up for some really easeful hip circles. So keep this in a range of motion that feels easy for you. We're really just trying to give the hips some freedom of motion. Make sure the abs hug in to help you support your pelvis. And then go the other way. 5 circles. Abs are in. Left leg still extends long. Last 2. Last 1. Lovely. And then you can go ahead and hug that knee into the chest. Give yourself another nice juicy squeeze, maybe rock a little side to side. And then take the opposite hand to your knee and reach across the body. Very gentle here, just a little stretch for the outside of that leg. Nice deep breath. We'll hold a little bit longer. And then bringing that back. Let that right knee now fall into the right hand, so we're opening out in the opposite direction. Just letting that leg be really heavy, keeping that left hip grounded for 3, 2, and hug in on 1. We'll do all of that on the other side. Give those legs a little shake to get ready. And then you'll bring left knee in, right leg now really extends long, so there's energy through both legs. Lift the left leg up, circle across, around, and up with that slightly bent knee. 5 circles. Keep breathing. Reverse. 5 more circles in the other direction. Abs stay strong. Right leg still reaches. Last 2. Last 1. And then just give that knee a nice hug into the chest, rock a little side to side. We'll take right hand to the outside of that knee, gentle stretch across the body. Keep it small here. We don't want to get too much into the low back. We're not that warm yet. And then bring that knee back. Let it fall now into the left hand, opening up in the opposite direction. Bring that leg back to center. Both knees hug into the chest. Make a couple more of those circles if they felt good to you before. And then do the same rocking and rolling we started class with, coming up to sitting. This time we'll come up to balance in a little ball, holding for a moment. And then let's see if we can interlace or even grab the wrist underneath the legs and then rock and roll this way. You might find it a little bit harder to get back up. That's okay. We're really just trying to get a really nice massage on the spine, and often this position opens up the low back a little bit more. We'll take one more roll like this, and then you can go ahead, roll those shoulders out, lie back down, and plant your feet on the mat hip width apart. We're going to bridge the hips up, so squeezing the booty slightly, lifting the hips high, making sure you keep the ribs in, and you're going to roll back down, really trying to massage the spine into the mat. And we'll do this 3 or 4 times more. You can go at your own pace. Really just think of putting equal pressure through all your toes, and on your roll down, really take the time to feel like you can massage through each part of the spine, opening up the whole chain of the back. The next time you come down, hug just the left knee into the chest, lift your head, and extend the right leg. We're going to start to switch the legs back and forth here. I'll encourage you to aim that straight leg a bit higher than you normally do. We're really just focusing on opening the low back here and stretching the hips with this little pull. Hug the knees, and now both legs go out, arms go the opposite direction. You can go high if you want to feel more in your hamstrings, or go long if you want to feel more in your abs. Last one. Hug the knees, give your neck a little rest, give your legs a squeeze, and breathe. We'll bring the head right back up now, and keeping the top leg bent, you're going to hold behind the right thigh and then switch to the left. So we're making little scissors here. Even if you can grab higher and have straight legs, keep them bent today so we can really focus on deepening our abdominal work and keeping the low back really long. Hands behind the head now, both feet up in the air, flex and point. Really engage those abs. This will be a little harder. Keep holding for 3, for 2, last one. Go ahead, twist now to the right, and then twist to the left. We're doing a crisscross. You're almost there. Hang in there. This is the hardest part of the whole workout. Last twist, and then hug the knees. You made it. Excellent work. Sit on up now. We'll take a juicy stretch as a reward. Arms will reach forward now, posture tall. Just exhale, spine, stretch forward, dip the chin into the chest, top of the head between the knees, and then inhale back up. So really do think rounding down and forward rather than reaching fingers past toes. And you might like to do this with the hands behind the head. Pulling the neck down gives a little extra sense of traction and space here. So do whatever version feels best for you. Twice more on your own. After you lift up on your last one, scooch a bit forward to the front of your mat and bring the hands in between the knees to hold the ankles. So you can do this one with straight legs, but I recommend trying it hands behind the thighs, knees bent. We're just going to rock and roll here back to the shoulders and then up to the booty. And the knees bent and hands lower is going to help you open that low back up even a little bit more. Hold at the top now, hug the knees into your chest, lie back down. Arms go by the side, legs extend up, still bent for corkscrew. So we're just going to do a small circle one way and then a small circle the other. So you can always peek at the screen if you need to see me. We're just taking the legs down, around, up on the right. Then down, around, and up on the left. Massaging through the low back should feel really nice, so keep it in a range of motion that feels enjoyable for you. And do a couple more on your own. Give the knees a nice squeeze now. Rock and roll up to sitting. And extend your legs out wide, a little bit wider than we had them before. Hands behind the head, twist, and then dip your left elbow into the center of your mat. Should be a lovely opening through the low back and the side waist. Then twist and dip on the other side. So this can be intense for some bodies. Keep it gentle so that it feels good for you. You may not be going as far as me, or you may be going all the way down to touch your elbow to the mat. Both are really good. Just go where it feels the best. One more time, twist, reach, and stretch out that low back. And last one, twist, reach, and stretch. Gorgeous, lifting up tall now in the center. Release those arms, roll out the shoulders, and we'll all come to lying down on the belly to go into a gentle back bend. So first, start propping yourself up on your elbows. And if this is already a challenge for you, stay here. You could even take the elbows a little bit wider. If this is pretty easy, press up into straight arms, and then we're gonna rock and roll here a little. So bending the elbows, lifting the legs. Hands move a little closer to you, press back into a back bend, and we'll repeat that a couple more times. So dip down, lift the legs up. Press through the arms, come into your back bend. One more time. Dip forward, and then press back, come into a child's pose, drop your head, and just relax. You might like to bend the elbows here to give the shoulders an extra release. And imagine I'm there with you. My hands are on your low back, and I'm giving you a little pressure down towards the heels to help that low back open up more. Pressing on up to come into side kicks now, and just be really loose with this. So give the leg a little swing forward and back. Keep your abs on so your low back is protected, but really just try to give the leg a little fling. And then same thing up and down. Just give it a nice strong kick up, like you were gonna press your thigh into your shoulder. This next sequence is really quick. Just follow along, drag the toe up the knee, press extend, and then reverse it. And now one big circle forward and one big circle back. Good, that'll get easier the more times you do this video. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Setting yourself up, head in the hand, we'll just kick that leg forward and back. Nice little fling, controlled but free. Leg kicks up and down. Try to whack your shoulder with your thigh. Nice deep breaths. You're almost there. And we'll go ahead and do our drawing up the knee and then reversing. Good. And then the big circle one way. Yes. And then the other all the way around and rest. Gorgeous. Okay. Coming up now, nice juicy stretch. There's a couple ways you could set up for this. So feet stacked is most traditional, but if that bothers your knees, you can also have them a bit apart. Grab your ankles, reach the top arm up and over, and then reach the opposite way and side bend on your mat. We'll do this twice more. Really just opening up the side waist, getting into the low back, the sides of the hips, putting everything we've worked on together for one last huge, juicy stretch. One more time out to the side. This time when you come up and over, grab your ankle and take a nice deep stretch by wrapping the top arm over your ear and dipping your elbow towards your knee. Switch those legs to the other side and we'll repeat. On your own, keep breathing and go at your own pace. Excellent. Last time, come up and over. Wrap the hand, drop the elbow, stretch it out. And then come onto hands and knees. We're just gonna do a little bit of cat-cow to kind of wash all that out. It should feel really good. So in Pilates, if you've been on the reformer, you can think of your kneeling knee stretches positions, how connected you feel through the legs when we do these shapes. You want to really feel that it's the whole body active and moving, not just the low back. Let's extend those legs behind now and build a little strength. We're going to hold a plank. So this is it. Last part of the workout, and you're just going to breathe strong. You might try lifting up one leg at a time if you want the extra challenge. Yeah, good. It's not easy. So if you just want to hold the plank, that's fine too. Maybe you can try this next time you come into the video. Wherever you are, hold for another 3, 2, 1, and then kneel on down. Sit back to your child's pose, and you are all done. I hope your low back and hips feel better after this workout. If you want to do more classes with me, I have a link in the description below. And if you want more free workouts on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe to support our channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time on the mat.